Democrats and Republicans are both wrong, but Democrats are wrong on purpose. And I don't mean everybody, I'll preface. I mean conspirators on the Democrat side, they're wrong on purpose. And it doesn't mean everybody that believes them or follows them knows they're being lied to, right? So they're being told a pretty good story a lot of times, but they're being lied to. And so how do I parse the difference here? There's a lot of Democrats who claim to believe in God, but Republicans actually stand up for God and show, in general, they're tolerant of a true belief in God that acknowledges God is wise, wiser than us, and allows for one nation under God, allows for the freedom of speech, and understands that. While the Democrats will trick a lot of people, Democrat conspirators, and a lot of those are in media, and they're not. A lot of them aren't what the Democrat Party is. There's one thing change, you could say the Democrats, and I haven't looked close at this, and I haven't had time to study the exact details of history because I like to summarize things and simplify it, and not just to make it teachable to everybody, including very smart people, but because people have summarized and simplified things into a lie that's the opposite of what it is for years, and it's easy to make it stick. It's easy to just keep promoting it over and over until that lie that's a summarization and have a domino effect, a root lie. You know what I mean? So I like to summarize, not just because it's easy. I'm good at that. I'm better at that, and it's surprising I can be good at that when I try to make a 10-second video, and it doesn't seem I'm good at that because I analyze. But in order to summarize the way I do, I have to analyze every facet and how the domino effects are and everything else. And it's hard for me not to do that when I start talking and explain the position. I like to explain the position so people understand it. I want understanding, and I want other people to have understanding and to be able to see the truth, right? And also to be able to make peace and have understanding instead of, we're not here to fight, we're here to argue and go our separate ways for what we don't understand instead of getting angry. Don't understand about each other. Instead of getting angry, we go our separate ways, and we should be able to come back and understand. But I kind of forgot my example as I was setting up to make the video because my time is short right now, and I want it to stay short. But in general, here it is. The Democrats Party, Democratic, some people like to say, but are they really the Confederates? That's a question. That's a side point, but it's a question. They really represent what the Confederate Party believed and what the European governments, the British and people who tried to stop the settlers from coming here, who were trying to escape them. They represent that side. But I had pondered, should we get rid of the Democrat name? But maybe I'd have to look more at the history of when the name was changed to Democrat, and maybe it was when we united the states. They did change their name to Democrat, and we were supposed to try to unite. But the Republicans are the ones that won the war and ended slavery and didn't have to let the Democrat leadership be a part of the government at that time. But Abraham Lincoln, before he was murdered, allowed the Democrats to be a part. So I'm going to go, but there's spiritual wickedness in high places, and a lot of Republicans fall for Democrats are the ones who plan to put people out of housing using drug laws and the drug cartel and everything else. That's conspiracy. They put people out of house and home, and they trick the Republicans into falling for it because somebody was using drugs. And so the Republicans fall for Phariseeism. They try to do good things. They're doing a lot of good things. They have good beliefs, but then they get into this competition thing, and they judge people by competition and perfectionism, and they don't treat people like human beings at that point. And they disrespect their housing, but they're really falling. The Democrats want to set them up to look like they're the ones against people having housing, but really the Democrats want the Republicans to refuse housing for people when the Democrats demonize them because they want them to be a slave to the drug cartels and to the anarchists. And so you got anarchy. The Democrats promote anarchy, and they don't really want Republicans. They don't want Americans to have any rights. So like Barack Obama came out and said, well, Trump's infringing upon your rights by the police going out and putting criminals in jail. But there's a lot of those criminals are drug cartel slaves. So, I mean, you can sympathize because some of them are their slaves, but you got to go through to clean it up. You got to be you got to go through and just see what you see and get it, cleaned up. But anyhow, I'm going to go because I'm out of time.